You want to hold it? What are you going to do?
I hope that's cheese.
It's still too short.
Another tidbit that a lot of you guys don't know. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Lynn. For those of you new, I'm excited for today's video. I had a lot of you guys saying that you're interested in moving content, and so here it is. This is gonna be maybe a couple of videos geared more on our process of listing our house and selling, moving into a rental, things like that. We have about a month to go until we move out of this place and move into our rental. If you missed that whole story or announcement, it's a couple videos back. So if you want to see that whole story, go watch that one. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. I'd love that. We live in Sarasota, Florida. So the reason we're moving basically is because we're expecting our 4th baby and we're just kind of maxed out of this place. So I need to go through the house and declutter, so I wanted to share the process with you. I'm gonna do it pretty quickly and it's not gonna be like extensive, but I wanted to share that with you. Maybe share some tips along the way if I have any. And then also we have some things on our to-do list that we wanna do to our house, like little things that we wanna kind of finish up or work on a little bit before we like take pictures and list the house and everything. So thought I'd share that with you guys. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, but I hope you enjoy it and find it helpful and encouraging in some way. Let's get into the video. So here in Oaklynn's room, I wanna take the kitchen and everything over to the storage unit, and I'd like to use it at the rental then, but that way she'll also have a break from it for a while and then it'll feel like new and exciting. So I do need to go through her room especially, just because it's really kind of, well, all of the walls are kind of filled and that doesn't necessarily look the best. So her closet situation, it's not the worst. There are some toys in a couple of the baskets and I may just quickly kind of go through that. And then I know there's things that she's outgrown probably in her dresser. So I do try to declutter quite frequently, at least a couple times a year. I'll kind of go through things and I don't like a lot of clutter, so I try to pare things down as much as I can, especially if you don't have a lot of storage. That's my biggest thing, is just be pretty brutal throughout the year, and that way things don't pile up as much. With Oaklynn, I have probably about 1 big tub of stuff saved as far as clothes. So I'll be able to use that for the next little girl that's coming. And I kind of went through some of her things today and also decided what I wanted to keep for the next time around and what I was gonna either donate or get rid of. So you'll see me kind of going through a bunch of her dresses, and some of them are just too small and you know, that sort of thing. And then others I just try to be really conscious of what I bring in, at least as much as possible. So I'm in the boys' room. I don't really feel like I need to do too much in here because I just recently kind of gave this thing a makeover and went through things. So I know there's maybe a couple things I can pull out of the closet, but otherwise, at least I don't have to do this room too much. I decided to swap out their wall hanging there that I've had there for, well, the whole time we've lived here, with something I had in my staging stash. I just thought that would look more colorful. I wish I would have had it earlier. I had been using it at a house we staged, so I didn't have it at the time of the makeover, but I thought this would look nice in here, especially for pictures, and just kind of be a little bit more colorful. So their bathroom did not take long at all. There's not that much in there, so that was good. And then I was ready to move into our bedroom and to start there. Our office stuff, which is in our bedroom, if you're not familiar, it's all, yeah, kind of along one wall, and then we have a couple of other things in closets. But yeah, it's just something you need to deal with a lot. It feels like just go through stuff, there's papers accumulate, and I don't know, maybe it's just us, but the organization could be a little hard sometimes. But anyway, trying to pare down what we have. Okay, so this is our closet. Originally I thought I was gonna move out some more things for staging, but I don't think it's really practical. I'm gonna just clear out as much as I can. I have like some of my stuff stored. Like this is the non-maternity things that I literally just like put in this whole drawer. So I'm just gonna leave that. There is some things that I need to just, you know, get rid of. I'll take inventory of our shoes, and those pillows can probably go. There's also, this is like a bin of like old files. Should probably shred them because they're years old already, but I'll see if I get to that today. And otherwise I'm still kind of, you know, maternity stuff, also some non-maternity. I had just recently gone through Nick's clothes, and there's a few things I can pull. This can go into storage. So I think this is the pile that I'm going to be donating from our room at this point. I may find some more things later, but it's actually more than what I expected. Although there's a couple pillows in there, so it looks bigger than it is. That's gonna go to the storage unit. I think I'm gonna save the one pillow after all. And then this closet is pretty good. It's kind of overflow, and then our suitcases and things like that. And I've got a bunch of ironing to do here at this end. But I feel pretty good about the closet as it is. It doesn't look very nice. And I'll kind of straighten it up a little bit better at the end, but at least this thing is clear for the most part. And I've got 2 bags more to donate. So far I've got 3 bags, I think, upstairs. And then 2 bags of trash maybe, or 1, I forget. So I thought I'd show you out here. See, the frost that we had a couple weeks ago was really hard. So I think I could probably salvage this one. I just need to kind of trim it a little bit, but the front needs some attention. Those bushes in the middle just never really took off, and I'll kind of freshen it up a little bit with some these are like the New Guinea impatiens, I think, and then clean up a little bit, maybe put a little fresh mulch around the front. So we're gonna take these 2 middle shrubs out. I just got some cheap little ones. I'll show you. They have like a little bit of yellow on it. Thuralis. Not sure, but they're like $17 at Home Depot. So I decided, well, we'll bring in just like a little bit of color, and yet it's not like breaking the bank since we're moving everything. I do want the curb appeal to kind of look, you know, half decent. We'll wait to mulch till like right before we take pictures or have showings. That way it's nice and fresh and everything. Anything, set it up further. our garage needs a lot of help. I took some stuff over to the storage unit, but it looks messy because there's just a lot of like toys and stuff. So some of it obviously we can't really move right now, but I do need to go through and figure out if any of like this stuff could be thrown out. Some of it's old. We have some doubles of things. We're just gonna try and kind of loosely go through it if we can. So it doesn't look much different. I did get rid of some extra, like we had 3 brooms. Actually the trash guy took the one, so hey, went to a good home. I mean, I blew out the garage. That is like my new favorite thing to do, is use a leaf blower to blow out everything, and it gets dusty down here, so I'm just kind of weeding out what I think I can get rid of and at least do a little bit. Okay, so I also need to do some touch-up paint, which I've done some of that at home, but I only had like a sample can, and so that didn't take me near far enough. Our walls, with living in there for like 3 years, have definitely taken a beating. You can tell, like, and I wash them. It's not that I've used Magic Erase. It's just like you can literally tell it needs more paint. We're not sure when we're gonna do it, so maybe today or tomorrow, but in any case, we're kind of whittling down our list. Nick got a few trim pieces, and so that'll kind of get finished out yet as well. Well, that's a bummer. I'm striking out with the original paint I had used. They only have it in the marquee, and it doesn't match what I had, so I'm gonna have to, I guess, just deal with it. So I'm here in the kitchen. This is like my overflow cabinet and some bowls and things. I'm probably not going to get rid of a whole lot in my kitchen because it's very pared down the way it is, just because of lack of space. And I'll probably have more cabinets to work with, especially in the rental. I obviously will have more. I'll see if I can find a few things to get rid of, and it shouldn't take me long downstairs.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today.
I'm gonna get rid of these 2. And this needs to go. Do you want to put that in the trash, Oaklynn?
Okay.
Oh no, can you step on it? Good job. You're working hard. Uh-oh, is the trash bag full? I need, I'll get it. Thank you.
Okay.
It's okay, I'll get it. I need to empty it.
Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sunshine in the...
Okay, so we need to finish trimming out this little corner that we literally never completed.
Cut it 3 times and it's still too short.
You did.
This here, the boys chipped up, but I think we can fill that in then and paint that nicely.
Yeah.
Just put new pieces here, make it look all good and neat.
Seeing as we're moving out now.
Yeah, let's see if we can finish up this house.
So we have this little area right beside our stairway and underneath it that I usually just use as my kind of like utility closet, and then the little cabinet there just houses a lot of like the extra big bowls and things that I don't reach for even on a weekly basis. So I needed to go through it. I also have all like my paperware and things like that in here, so I gave it just a quick clean, took everything out, took inventory, threw some things away, and kind of, yeah, just emptied it out a lot. And I did this a little while ago actually, but yeah, it felt a lot better. It's a lot more empty. It doesn't look great, but it's way better than it was. So I ended up painting pretty much the whole staircase, and I really never intended to do this. I never even wanted to do it like while we were here, because I was always determined that we were gonna change out the stair railing, put a nice modern one up, but it just never happened. And so as it goes, stuff kind of usually just, if you start a little bit, where do you stop, right? I did find some paint at home then that I was kind of able to make work on the walls. I didn't really film me touching up some of the walls, but I was able to make it work with what I had, thank goodness. But yeah, the inside of this pantry door had also never been painted, so I quickly went over that, and it looks a lot better. So we're getting ready to mulch the outside here. We're probably just going to do it around the front, I think, at this point, just like a really light layer to kind of freshen it up. So hopefully that will help the curb appeal. Go get another one of those plants. I noticed when we planted it that it looked on the way out, but I thought, well, maybe it'll perk up, you know, might just be needing the soil. No. So I had to go grab another one. Nick went to get more mulch. We stopped about halfway back here, used what we had, or he did, and it just, I think we're gonna have to do more. And it's the worst time of year to be mulching, honestly. It is, because all of our leaves from like the trees are shedding, and so in no time it'll just be covered with leaves again. But in order to get good pictures and to have the house look decent, I think it's worth the investment to spend a little bit to make your property look nice. Curb appeal is everything. A little bit of elbow grease and just a little bit of money can really go a long way in making your place appear cleaned up and look nicer, fresher, that kind of thing. Another tidbit that a lot of you guys don't know, most of you probably, is that this house is considered a condo. It is a standalone house. It's not connected to any other house, but it's considered a condo. We didn't even realize it when we bought it. We were, I guess, not looking at everything. We didn't really realize it. We do have like an HOA fee, which is very common down here in Florida, not just for condos, but for communities in general. You have a homeowners association fee that you pay. You get some perks with it and things like that. But so for that reason, a lot of people were inquiring about, you know, they're interested in buying our house, things like that, just like before we even listed. But most people want short-term rentals, and that will not work here because, for one, it's a condo, it's in the county, and this community here would not allow short-term rentals. You do long-term rental here, but for that reason, it'll rule out a lot of people as far as for the investor type of market. Nick deals with, I would say probably 80% is clients like that are looking for investment properties, Airbnb, things like that. So we're very well versed in what works and what doesn't and things like that. So Nick stopped about halfway back there with some mulch and decided to call it quits there, but we're gonna miss our little back lanai It's such a peaceful little spot to hang out in.
Do you hold this?
You want to hold it? What are you going to do?
I hold this. Cheese. Goodness.
Okay. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Yes, ma'am. What do you see up there?
Up there.
Is it an airplane? Airplane? Yeah. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look for more content kind of similar to this, maybe some of the moving and packing and things like that. If you do have questions, let us know. I'll do best to answer it. I know it's not like a super informative video probably, but I'm just kind of sharing what we're doing and things like that. So I hope you guys found it helpful and inspiring. Share it with your friends if you haven't already. Hit the like button and subscribe. All right, that's it, you guys. See you later.